Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome to a brand new game to us, the Universim. It's still in early access. It's had loads and loads of updates. It looks stunning. Really cool. Like any game, I played it for a little while just to get used to kind of controls and things like that, and then I'll start a new game to get you guys in. This is the only one we can use at the minute, the default. So next, we're basically a god, and we have nuggets, which are these guys. So it's a city builder. There's also, I think, other clans or colonies on there that'll try and attack us now and again. So quite cool. We will start a new life with these two. I will put the tutorials on just so you get an idea of what we're doing and keep reminding me, because I've only had maybe an hour into the game. So the introduction is really cool. So like I say, we're a god just as it's loading. And we have god powers. And the little guys are just aware that somebody's kind of watching them and there's a god out there. I think that's the best way to describe it. But the intro is really cool. I'll keep quiet now and let you watch that.
Wake up. Wake up, creator. This is the beginning of your story. It starts with nothing. Nothing but an infinite void. However, you, with a single touch, can awaken the light. And so the universe sprang into being. Worlds filled with endless potential were scattered into the beyond. They formed into many different shapes and sizes. And while most were doomed to drift among the cosmos barren and alone, others flourished. These few planets soon became home to the greatest phenomenon of all. However, life is a peculiar thing. It comes and goes as swiftly as a bit of space debris burning up in an atmosphere. A creator's purpose was always that of an observer, to simply admire the fleeting beauty of life's beginnings and ends. Yet, this balance could never last. The issue with allowing a species to evolve independently is that they always fail to do so. For life to have a better chance of succeeding, it needs a helping hand. Ah, here we are. Welcome to Mother Planet. This is a bare sight, for it came to be that there was day and night, warmth and cold, and water to flow through the planet's veins. The soil was rich with minerals, which gave rise to a thick blanket of green. The perfect ecosystem was formed. It is no wonder, then, why life has chosen to inhabit it. A new species has been born, and they need guidance. This is your purpose now. Their very existence rests in your hands.
God help them. Okay, camera controls. I'm on it. So we can move it around. We can have a look around. It's W, S, E, and D to move as well. And we can move while holding the shift key. And we can zoom in and out with the wheel. Right, we need to find somewhere. So the epicenter is basically our kind of town center. We're going to hit this and put it somewhere. But we need to find somewhere next to water and somewhere with a bit of food. I'm thinking, what's that? Devil's lettuce. Okay, and that's rock. Right. I think we'll start up here. There's a few trees, and we'll probably kind of branch leftish, I'm thinking. There's a few animals as well, like. And I don't know if animals are good or bad. Are they killy animals that kill us? Yeah. Okay, we'll keep that bit down there. I think I'll set up our sender here. Yeah, let's do it. Boom. Yes.
Take a look at
research
your
window,
new subjects.
which is down
They're
here on the
called
left.
nuggets, largely because of their body's apparent inability to keep itself in one piece. Adahi and Elu, the architects of their species. They are the founders of everything that nuggets will ever know or achieve.
There you go. Try not to talk over him. Okay, so these are our peeps. They're quite cool, and they're called nuggets. But when you click on them, they're individuals, obviously.
Nuggets are all unique to one another. Although there are some things that are shared between nuggets, these include the need for certain essentials like food and water.
Okay, well, he's talking. So, we have got the tutorial set up. So, this is the tree for research. It is immense. Everything you go on gives you a good description of what it is. We'll be looking at kind of the bottom end, the effects, unlocks axe and hammer. And this is part of the tutorial, so we're just going to do it. So, primitive tools, it says. And then a water wheel. Unlocks water pump. Boom. And then water flow study, which unlocks a reservoir. Okay, so that's going to get us water, and that's going to store the water.
A roof over their heads and an occasional net.
Game speed, we're on it. So up in here,
They want to learn, build, discover, and create. It would all be quite inspirational if they also didn't happen to be the species that initially thought their shadows were trying to eat them.
see a bloody big bear thing up there. Right, this is their residential plots. They put them wherever they want, and they'll gather the materials and build them themselves. I'm worried now about these. There's like maybe a wolf and a bear, I'm thinking. Are they going to eat my peeps? Could be the shortest game ever in history. They just come down, eat the people, job's done. Okay, so we're studying, you can see down here, researching. I'll come out a wee bit, because when we do get the epicenters here, we'll probably put the water pumps into this area. But it looks super, super pretty. Super, super pretty. I love that sound, listen. The whooshing. So we are a god. I don't want to take away from you the kind of tutorial bits, but we have tools that a god has so we can do things. Quite cool. Right, building placement. So select a building and build it. Just says select a building, so any type. So this little hammer here, we've got different. These are all locked, but they will unlock to engineers, cemetery. And this one, utilities. This is what we have unlocked by research. Gives you a kind of road layout as well, where they're going to walk, yeah? So just give you a rough idea. So we're going to pop these into here. I'm going to do, you can rotate, and we'll Q&A.
This message has a peculiar smell. Did you write it?
Okay, we'll check that. So you can just place these anywhere you want, yeah? Pressing shift button will get you more than one down, but we'll let that one build for now. Next part is a message, the Book of Love. Right, we're going to start using our skills now. So, I'm on it.
This is quite a beautiful planet. Try not to ruin it, will you?
So, we need to use our created powers now. So if I hit this guy, I'll go to this, Le Cupidon, these are our skills. So I'll just press my middle mouse button and I press Control and hit this person. And then we'll find the other person and then they should match up. There they are. So, control and wallop.
I couldn't possibly imagine a better couple.
So, the Book of Love. Now, these two are going to fall in love. And watch. We are on top speed. And eventually, they're going to make the bed shake. So, for now, we are working on this. We can help them out with gathering materials and things, but I'll wait for the tutorial to kind of show us. We'll just follow it through for now. So this is going to be the water pump, and then the next thing I want to make is going to be a water... This one here, a reservoir. So we don't want them too far away from the... I mean, there's no right or wrong, but I don't want them too far away. Quite a strange little setup. Let's go into there. So the roads only show when you're resting them. But here, look. Again, jiggy with it.
The summer sun is excellent for slow roasting a few nuggets.
So this is our population up here too.
Oh, would you look at that? A little baby nugget. Aren't they adorable when they're young?
Okay.
Don't get too attached, though. They're still mortal after all. Plus, they will soon be old enough to have an opinion and make questionable life decisions. Let's see how much you like them then.
Okay, so because we didn't choose anything in research, they'll auto-research as well. Now, we need to check this message. So we need to name the newborn nuggets. I'm on it.
All right, then. Let's call them something silly.
Right, I'm just going to pause just so I can click on these peeps. So one of them is called Stone. We'll change that to, I think it's a girl. Will be Rose. Rose, like that. Boom. And the other little one is called Stick. That's a boy. We'll call it Ronnie. Ronnie and Rose. Okay, so we've done that. Let's unpause and go. So we've acquired a new believer. So up here we've got happiness. The guys are happy. This is crime. So when we make certain buildings, some of them will have an effect. They'll give us happiness, and some of them will give us higher crime rates. So we need to keep an eye out. I'm still waiting for stuff to build. So I can't help with my telekinesis, I think it is. So these need stone. So there is a power that you have. The guys will collect it themselves and get stuck into it. But there is a kind of a power called telekinesis. Now, it hasn't showed us yet in this, but if I click on that and then I press Control and left key, that'll pick that up and I can drop it into there. Boom. And then that puts the stone up. So again, it probably shows that later on, but you can, especially early game, when these guys are building, you can use your telekinesis power and drop supplies in to help them out. We're waiting for what? Yeah, stone. So again, probably don't need to do this early in the game, but didn't let us pick it up. There, we got it.
Oh, we're doing this again, are we?
So it helps them, and again, you can kind of affect them and pay them off and things like that, or you could pick them up and toss them and kill them. Yeah, pretty weird. So I'm going to drop into research for a while.
Natural evolution is a wonderful thing to observe. Unfortunately, it usually ends poorly. We don't have time for that. Fortunately, you have the ability to influence your civilization's evolution and improve its chances of survival. You can prioritize whatever your heart desires, but remember that the heart is idiotic at best. So use your head instead. That's a pretty good motto to live by. Well, unless you're mining stone, of course.
Okay, I just don't want to actually talk over them. So learn about buildings. Hover the question mark on the building panel to learn.
This water pump system is rather advanced for such a young civilization. I mean, Sure, it's built out of rocks, wood, and a bit of string, but impressive nonetheless.
Okay, so this is our water, and then it'll have usage. The value to the right of this indicator displays how much of the excess water is being pumped into your reserves. So at the minute, our reserves are getting water. Yeah, and this will tick up to drinkable water, and I think it'll stop at 7. So my kind of thing is, I want to keep an eye on that to make sure that they've got plenty, and this is always being filled. Yep. So I'm going to bang in another water. But first and foremost, let's have a look at some research, because this is auto-researching at the minute. We've getting the water wheel. So that allowed us to get the Older One toolkit, which increases the might, nugget accessories, and unlocks an engineer's hut. An engineer's hut repairs the buildings, so it would have unlocked that. We're getting fire, which unlocks light in the buildings. Looks like we're getting primitive cooking, which reduces hunger by 5% and unlocks an eatery, so we'll do that next. But I think also these points down here, these are discovery points. So if you see at the bottom left, 35 points. That'll let, if this was open, we could instantly research that. So hopefully that makes sense. Right, so the ones that's lit are the ones that we've done. We haven't done this one. These are the lit ones. We're currently doing fishing, which will get us a fishing hut, which is cool. And I think we'll go for this so we can repair the buildings next. So I'm going to click on that. And then we'll do the primitive cooking to get the eatery in my head. Yeah. So I don't mind if it's stuff I don't want.
That'll come in handy.
It can auto itself up. For now, though, I'm going to build more of these water pumps. I'm just going to build an extra one. As soon as it turns the right colour. There you go. I don't want them to run out of water. And it's only got 1 of 7 in here, so the numbers, when I looked at it before, didn't really make sense to us. It says how much usage there is. But I don't know if this is just an example or what I've got. Yeah. 300 units of water are being generated and 600 units are being consumed. So I'm not getting enough. So we'll keep working away on these. And again, don't forget the guys can just knock themselves another house up anytime they want. Now, if I have a look on here, they've got the wood already, they just need the stone. So I'm not going to keep using my powers all the time, so I think I'm going to need them.
Be careful with how much research you're feeding into your civilization, creator. They might soon become smarter than you.
Oh, a bit of cheek, I like it. Right, so we also need fishing hut. There we go, fishing pier. So
let's hope that nuggets don't overreact to the falling leaves this year.
Chuck one in here.
Oh, another message. They don't stop coming. Maybe you should add a spam filter, or at least release a plague or something to cull the herd. Did you know that some fish can be eaten raw? However, if it slaps you once or twice across the face, you know it's not quite ready for consumption yet.
Okay. So what's he asking us? I heard that you have no power. I heard that you have the power to create miracles. I've been trying to build a hut for Elu and myself to live in. Okay, I'm on it.
This one is just being lazy. You might be too kind for this world, creator.
Right.
Oh well, so I suppose it'll give you some time to practice your powers, while that nugget lays in a hammock sipping a mojito.
He is funny. Right, is this where he wants the help? Yeah. The bed's rocking again. Right, so this is where they want me to use my telekinesis power. So I'm just going to grab that, chuck it in
You're
there.
looking a little weak, creator.
And I want to grab some stone. More stone. See, sometimes it doesn't grab it, like. It's probably me. But user error. There we go. Try again. Boom. Now if we put all the stone in, Yeah, just need some wood. So I'll grab another tree. Not a very good god.
So, you've uprooted a tree. Now what?
I like him, he's cheeky. So, that is how we should have done the power. We've done it early doors. Now, we are waiting for what? An eatery for food. The drinkable water is now maxed just off that one, so I'm going to build another one of them. Water utilities. And again, it's early game. And when I did it, it was quite... It wasn't like super fast, but... I think it's just... Why is this not changing colour? There we go. Bloody hell. Didn't like that, did it? There we go. So we'll bang another one of them. I'm just going to keep an eye on the water. Once we do this primitive cooking, we'll be able to get the eatery, which is where they can go and eat. So that's another water pump. Now let's click on it. Okay. Again, I think that's just the text of how it explains it. But I actually don't. That's the health. Right, okay. Let's that reminds us. So we haven't done the engineer's hut, have we? Yeah, okay. So this will give an area of influence. Yeah. So I kind of want to put it probably up there somewhere. So it covers them and it'll cover more new buildings that we'll put in. Okay. Just want to fetch me wheel right out. And then kind of put it across there, yeah. Just when I'm looking at this area of influence, that was all. There we go. Right, so an engineer's hut. And then the next one will be an eatery. So yeah, so I'm unsure of... It's telling us I've got 60... It's telling us... I don't even know what it is telling us. I've got 2 pumps now, so the water should have went up. This is telling us how much is left. This is the output. Solving leaks and yada yada. So nah, it doesn't actually tell us what's going on.
I can hear water pumps grinding to an icy halt, Creator.
Ah, okay.
It's all up to the reservoirs now.
Right. So that was why it was important. Winter time is going to freeze, and it's only the water in the reservoirs they can drink. Yeah, cool. We've got that. Hopefully we've got enough to get us through the winter. They don't fish in the winter either. Now, we have done... Oh. We need to put workers into the buildings. Yeah, I get it. So this guy here, the fishing hut, when it's not frozen, we need a nugget. So assign. All I'm going to do is...
I'm so glad that buildings lack the emotional capacity to experience extreme loneliness, considering that you aren't assigning nuggets to them.
Okay.
I would call it a winter wonderland, but we both know it's quite far from it.
Sure-footed. I'm going to give it to... This is age. Whoever's got the 9 in strength. I don't think there's any
I always
good or
knew
bad.
that Nugget would rise to greatness. Well, before their career plateaus as assistant manager or something.
There you go. So we're helping the nuggets in the fishing hut. We've done that. Keep an eye for icons above the buildings. Tells you that it's icy, rain, need somebody, no resources. Yeah, we've got that. Cool. And these are now going to start producing us new nuggets. So our happiness is very high and the crime's very low. We're doing okay. We've just started, but we're doing okay. Right, this one here is what? What is this? A temple. So they've built that by themselves. I need a worker in the temple. This is how much they love us. Okay. Same again. I'm just going to go for add a high. No, we'll go for this one. Rose on an 8. And she's only 11. She's going to go and work in the temple. The more workers we put in, the better it would be. Right, another reservoir's complete, but they are iced up, so we can't do anything. And that's how much water we've got left. When the engineer's hut's done, he will... What's this? Okay, so it's empty. Yeah. He will repair them, so I kind of want to get a nugget in there. So who's left? Yeah, you'll do. Out of here. Cool. And they'll repair the buildings. Now, I think when I do my tutorial, we'll get to a point, I think it's a town hall or something like that, and then they'll kind of manage the workforce, which was cool. Water dowsing. Let's have a quick look and research again, because we've obviously done everything. So that's a better rate of water. That's cool. We've only got food and water to work on at the minute, so we've done the cooking. I'm going to get an eatery. And then this part here, because I've got 55 points, that'll reduce their hunger needs by 10%, is what the bottom part reads. You can pause these at any time. I'll hover over them so you can, kind of, if you want to read all of it, but we'll do that as well. And then we'll have a look again later on. Food cooking time reduced, things like that. So, right, I want to put down an eatery. So, build. Don't think it's utilities. I think it might be resource management. Yeah, eatery. So, same again. We kind of want it. Some of these are bloody big, like. And I'll put that in there. Yeah, happy days. So the cooking oils was instantly completed. Now, what do we do next? Okay, that adds life. 5 years to the Nugget's lifespan and unlocks a witch doctor. Okay, we'll do that. And then we'll do one of the waters, plus one to drinking water capacity, and yeah, and then one of the food. Reduce cooking time by 2 seconds. Yeah.
The cogs are turning.
There we go. We haven't had any kind of major dramas or anything, have we? No, still high and we're still low. I must start paying attention, though, to the buildings, because it does have an effect when you're building them on which ones would affect the happiness and the crime rate. They're just wandering around. So yeah, it was quite slow for the first 20 minutes or so, and I don't know how, as it gets busier, how we're going to kind of do the series. Maybe a lot of cuts on it. But for the first one, I'll just let play as normal, and then I'll cut away until they've finished building something or an event happens. But I don't want you to miss out either, because it did get pretty cool. But at the moment we are, and I'll show you some of the buttons for now. So this is the planet. So it's atmosphere, pollution. I guess that's going to be a game effect. Resource stats. So things will run out. This tells you on the bottom what is left on the planet. This one, kind of all the bits that I found. So where we helped, so the Book of Love, name the nuggets, and backbreaking work. So these are kind of achievements, I'm guessing. Up here you have different visuals, so it shows you health, hunger, thirst. You can like click around, and we'll get into that when we need to. Homes, and that, sorry, if we hit that it takes us home, or press H. These are the peeps. Tells you what we've got, and they get educated. At the minute they're uneducated. If we get schools, these have little kind of bonuses. So this guy's sure-footed. Again, early access doesn't really explain. Now, there's something wrong with this person. They're hungry, I am guessing. Going to drink. So yeah, they are hungry, which is why we need that bloody eatery up and running. And the worst thing is the buildings are not kind of named. So yeah, we know this is a reservoir. We've only got a few, but when we get a few more buildings, we're kind of going to struggle. I want this done next. So I'm going to prioritise the eatery. I don't know where they're getting the food from. But yeah, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good either. Starving. Should I help them out? Oh, they're nearly there. They're nearly there. And again, we'll need somebody to work in here because they'll serve them food. Right, shame.
Now that winter is over, we should probably perform a head count to see how many nuggets survived.
Okay, so winter's over. I'm just going to go into research and see what shamanism gave us. Unlocks a witch doctor, plus 5 years to the nugget's lifespan. Okay. We're fine with that. Did it give us a new building, do you think? Eatery, fish and pier. We'll just check through. Okay. A hospital. Right, so that's good for lessening crime and it gives a bit of happiness. So I will chuck down for a hospital. We'll put it kind of at the edge of town here. Boom. There you go. So, water-wise, how much have we got? It's filling up 6 out of 7. If these fill properly, so this is apparently how much is coming in from our pumps, the excess. So again, if it fills up, I'll just keep putting these in. I don't think there's any bad... okay.
I can't say I'm a fan of nugget delicacies, but it should keep everyone relatively alive and happy. They do seem to brew some interesting beverages, though. Apologies.
Right. So this is the usage. So we're getting 60. We're using 7. 53 is going into the reservoirs. I'm on it. I'm on it. Right, okay. I'm going to do another one for now. Just... because it's the only thing I can't control is winter. Leather buckets research, which gave extra, didn't it? No, that's the wrong one, you absolute spanner. Absolute spanner. No changes. Try and do a water pump instead of a... It's one of these I want, man. I bet you're all shouting as well. Insurance.
You look a little confused.
I'm always
Don't
confused.
worry, I expected as much. I know you have questions, but you'll learn everything in time, on your own,
right,
without bothering me.
So this is the eatery. Again, I'm going to put this
There
guy.
will be no whistling while they work.
And that'll generate us food. So raw food goes in here. Then they turn to meals and beverages, and these are the people that come in to eat. We can upgrade stuff. So if we click on here, you can upgrade if you unlock the wood oven. Yeah. So again, we are doing cooking utensils at the minute. What's this for? Okay, I'm going to do another water. Wood oven we can't do until we've got primitive cooking and material refinement. Where's material refinement? Along that side. Okay. So let's just hold our horses a bit. Let us do storage areas. I think we could do with a cemetery because somebody is going to die. And then we'll do the town hall. Happy days. We haven't had to use our kind of god powers yet. When I was doing the tutorial, I think it was a wolf attack or something like that. And I kind of blasted them with lightning. It was really cool. Okay, so cooking utensils is complete. What did it give us? Cooking time reduced. Okay, happy with that. So that's the guys in the eatery. So if I want to upgrade this, you need geology. Okay. So it kind of
Another
tells
message for you, creator. I'm beginning to feel that nuggets have...
Okay, Corky. Okay. So I'm just summarising down on the bottom. You guys can pause and read the full top. Find Lattimore and return him to the epicenter before he meets an unfortunate end by becoming something's dinner. I'm on it.
the wrong address.
Right,
Do they really think you can solve these problems?
Let's just see if I can... Who did it say? Lattimore. I'm sure she said Lattimore. Did you see a Lattimore? Find Lattimore. Yeah. Well, he wasn't in that list, was he? Clever, I like it. So I've literally got to go and find somebody called Lattimore. Bloody great. And there's a wolf. Let's make sure he's not kicking around next to the wolf. Who's he? You've got to press P to pause on these. That's not Lattimore, that's Outamore. Food. Oh, great. Fox. I've got to find a tiny little nugget on the map. He could be in the trees. I think he's screwed, like. Right, I'm just going to let it play. I'll have more chance of seeing him if he moves. I've got no idea where to look for this kid, like. There's wolves. Hold on. Hold on. Whoa, hold on. Don't tell me that's him in the middle there. Oh, it is. Oh, surrounded by 3 wolves. Okay. So, telekinesis. Is that letting me hit that? Wait a minute. Okay, hold on, hold on. Let's take it off this. Control.
Can someone please get that nugget a fresh pair of underwear?
And then fetch him back to us. Into here. There you go. Oh. Okay. We'll manage that. Just. Jesus wept. That was just ridiculous. Right. So we'll pass to a little quest with toss the child back into the epicenter. Eventually. So I think for the first one we will leave it here. I will try to get them down to 30-minute episodes. We've got somebody fishing now.
I hope you've been working on your beach body. You're not going to spend another summer just lazing around, are you?
And I'll let it grow a wee bit on the next one. We're waiting for a hospital to build. We are getting food. Yeah, we've got a few meals. And we are getting water. There's none going into there because it's full. So yeah, I've still got plenty of excess water. So I'll probably put down for another reservoir when you guys are not here. Yeah. So hopefully you're going to enjoy it. It is early in the game at the minute. I promise you. I think I've done maybe an hour or so when I've done it. And you're unlocking more and more buildings. More and more things start to happen. But yeah, we'll try and cut out a lot if I think it's going to be a little bit trudgeony. Is that even a word? If it's going to like trudge along a bit with the building side. But I've been Gaming Dad. If you are going to like it, hit the like button, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.